In this video, let us discuss about recursion. Recursion is a process in which a function calls itself. For example, here we have a function called display. Display is being called within the function definition itself. This technique is known as recursion. To clearly understand the concept, let us take an example. Assume that we want to find the factorial of 5. As you all know, 5 factorial is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to 4 factorial. That means we can rewrite 5 factorial as 5 into 4 factorial. 4 factorial is equal to 4 into 3 factorial. 3 factorial is equal to 3 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial is equal to 2 into 1 factorial. 1 factorial is equal to 1. So 2 factorial is equal to 2 into 1 equal to 2. 3 factorial is equal to 3 into 2 equal to 6. 4 factorial is equal to 4 into 6 equal to 24. And finally 5 factorial is equal to 5 into 24 equal to 120. That means if we have the solution of 4 factorial, we can easily compute 5 factorial. In general, we can write n factorial equal to 1 if n equal to 1, and if n greater than 1, n factorial equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. That means we can write the function in a simpler form of itself. We call such type of function as recursion. Now, let us convert this logic to flowchart. Let us give factorial as the name of the function. The function takes one integer value n to compute its factorial. If n equal to 1, return 1. Otherwise, factorial is n into factorial of n minus 1. Let us store the result in a variable called fact. Return fact. Now, let us convert this flowchart to program code. Function requires one integer argument and returns integer value. Hence, we can write the header as int factorial within bracket int n. Start function body require one variable to store the result. Int fact. Next is condition. If n equal to 1, go to s part. Open curly brace. Return 1. End of s part. Close curly brace. Now go to no part. Else open curly brace. Fact equal to n into factorial of n minus 1. Return fact. End of no part. Close curly brace. End of function main. Close curly brace. Here factorial is being called by the factorial itself. This is recursion. Now let us see how the function works. Let us take n as 3. Take another variable fact to store factorial. N equal to 1, condition false, go to else part. Fact equal to n into factorial of n minus 1. In this statement, function call has higher precedence. The function call calls the function itself. So, the control goes to the beginning of the function and execution again start from the beginning. Now the function is called with value 2. That means another n is created and value 2 is stored in it. A new fact variable is created. N equal to 1, condition false, go to else part. Fact equal to n into factorial of n minus 1. Factorial is called with value 1. N is created with value 1 and fact is created. N equal to 1, condition true. Hence the function returns 1. 1 will be returned to the position from where the function was called. Control goes back to the previous function call statement and compute the remaining operations in the statement. Here n equal to 2. So fact equal to 2 into 1 equal to 2. Return fact means 2 will be returned to the function call. Now fact equal to 3 into 2 equal to 6. 6 will be stored in the fact. Return fact will return value 6, which is the factorial of 3. This is how recursion works. Every time when the function is called, the execution of the remaining portion of the function is temporarily stopped and control goes to the beginning of the function. Each invocation of recursive function creates a new set of automatic variables. Here is the complete program to find the factorial of a number using recursion. You may omit the else clause in the function. Since the if body contains a return statement, if the condition is satisfied, the function terminates its execution and control will never go to the remaining statement. Now let us execute this program on the system. Save the program using text editor, compile the program, run the executable file. I have given 5 as input and got 120 as output. That means our program has been executed correctly. Recursion can be applied to problems whose solution can be expressed in terms of solutions of smaller subproblems. Every recursive program must have a base case to make sure that the function will terminate. In case of factorial, n equal to 1 is the base case. Let us see few other examples that can be solved using recursion. Sum of the numbers from 1 to n. If n equal to 1, sum equal to 1. Otherwise, if n greater than 1, sum equal to n plus sum of n minus 1. Find m raised to nth power. If n equal to 0, m raised to n equal to 1. Otherwise, n greater than 0, m raised to n is equal to m into m raised to n minus 1. Next example is Fibonacci number. Fibonacci of 0 equal to 0, Fibonacci of 1 equal to 1. If n greater than 1, Fibonacci of n equal to Fibonacci of n minus 1 plus Fibonacci of n minus 2.